This is the Vaguely Nerdy Podcast, where each week this brother-sister duo gets together to discuss the box office, latest film and TV scoops, along with our latest movie or show review, and what we're getting into next. We're your host, Cheryl.
And Jay.
All right, this week we watched the conclusion of the Wicked franchise. Maybe, I don't know. Wicked for good, and Jay is on deck for trivia. What you got?
All right, so this is not Wicked trivia because there's not much Wicked trivia, so this is just musical movie trivia.
All right.
Wicked. The first one came out in 2024. It was the highest grossing Broadway musical film ever when it came out. What did it beat?
Chicago?
No.
Oh. It ain't Cats.
No. Okay.
Mamma Mia?
Yes.
Oh. That literally was like, I don't even know how that entered my brain.
I'm sorry, not 3-2. It's got two sequels.
Okay.
Mamma Mia and Mamma Mia, Here We Go Again. Mm-hmm.
They thinking of doing another one, I thought.
Yeah, I think a third one is coming out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Haven't seen that, but I know what it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Mamma Mia. Well, they said that they might do another Wicked, but it won't be like based in with these characters, so maybe.
I ain't interested in that.
Nah.
No.
I mean, I like the OGs. I don't want to follow the lion or nothing like that. So. All right, so that's it for trivia. Let's hop into the episode. Welcome to the Vaguely Nerdy Podcast, your favorite podcast for movie and TV show news, trailers, and vaguely nerdy topics.
Each week, we dive into the latest film release, talk about the plot, characters, our favorite scenes, and give our rating out of 5 Nicole Kidmans.
Whether you're a casual moviegoer or a hardcore cinephile, we've got something for you. Reviews, news, hot takes, and a few surprises along the way.
So grab your popcorn, open your favorite podcast app or YouTube, and let's roll the reel on this week's latest episode of the Vaguely Nerdy Podcast.
All right, we have some new movie news, something that got announced this week, and then we also have another cast. Now, I typically put this in like the Bunch Crunch, but this is a very popular movie that we talk about quite often, so I feel like it deserved to be the news section. We have several cars in the trailer park. It is kind of full, almost max capacity, and a little bit of Bunch Crunch here at the end. So let's start off here at the top. A24 is still making movies. I don't know if the movies is making money, but they're still making movies. This time they are doing a drama called The Chaperones. Now this is what I would call a stack-ish cast, slightly stacked cast. We have Tim Meadows, who I have not seen in anything recently, but he was in Peacemaker most recently, if you watch that. Daniel Deadwyler, who we love. Daniel Johnson, who we love. Cooper Hoffman, who was cool in The Long Walk. Him and David Johnson was just in that. Alfred Molina, aka Doc Ock. Paul Dano, aka the Riddler.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, the Riddler. And then what'd you say?
Yeah, the Riddler.
I was trying to call him something else. And then from the Batman, obviously, if you don't know where the Riddler is from. And then Billy Barrett, who was from Bring Her Back, which Jay watched.
He was the main boy.
Okay. I looked him up, but obviously I was like, I don't recognize him. He was also Kraven the Hunter. I think he played the young Kraven.
Yeah.
Okay. So they are all in this cast for this movie. This movie is centered on a drug dealer and his two slacker buddies hired to transport a troubled teen across the country. That's why it's called Chaperones. Okay. Hoffman's playing one of the chaperones. It's funny who David Johnson and Hoffman are playing, because David's playing the partner of Cooper Hoffman, and Cooper Hoffman's one of the chaperones. So it's like The Long Walk, but they drug dealing slackers this time. Paul Dano's playing the drug dealer. Barrett's playing the teenager who is being chaperoned, while Daniel Deadwyler is going to play David Johnson's sister, and Melina is playing the sleazy boss. Now, they don't tell us who Tim Meadows is playing, and they also don't tell us why they are taking this teen across the country and why a drug dealer is doing it, but shout out to Daniel Deadwyler and David Johnson.
Yeah.
For being in another movie.
A little confusing.
A little bit.
They're chaperoning a troubled teen, like who's his parent?
Who's his parent? Why would a drug dealer need to track a teen? Maybe it's the drug dealer's son, but I feel like they would have said that in the plot. I don't know. It sounds like A24 meant
Paul Dano doesn't seem old enough for Billy Barrett to be his son, but I mean,
yeah, maybe. You're right. Good point. You called that out. So it's given intense. Daniel Deadwyler playing David Johnson's sister, I think fits. But that makes me wonder how much she's gonna be in this movie if David is like the chaperone. So I don't know about that.
Yeah, interesting.
If you're gonna put Daniel Deadwyler in the movie, she need to be in like most of the movie.
She'd probably just be the cop or something. Oh, well, she's the sister.
She's the sister. That don't mean she can't be a cop.
Yeah, that's true.
That could be another plot twist.
Yeah.
We'll see what comes of this. It sounds interesting, but as Jay likes to say, I need to see a trailer.
Yeah, I need to see a trailer for this.
Next up is some not technically confirmed. They keep talking about it. News. Heat 2, which is like the new Hollywood every other week we cast the news movie. This time it says that Christian Bale is circling a major role alongside Leonardo DiCaprio for Heat 2. Now, it has not been confirmed who is playing who. I saw somebody said that Christian Bale is going to be playing a young Robert De Niro. And I was like, I don't know if that would be my choice. No, he was going to be playing a young Val Kilmer.
Christian Bale?
Yeah. I don't know if that fits.
I mean, he transforms into his roles a lot, so.
He could, but he looks too old to be a young Val Kilmer.
They'd be doing a lot of work to make that happen.
Yeah.
Rather than just like casting somebody else to do it.
Like who did, like the other guy
Austin
we said.
Butler or somebody.
Like we just said last episode. So if we have talked about this Heat 2 casting because it's like the new thing, but if I don't know if it's been a while since we mentioned what Heat 2 is even about. It is not a novelization of the film. It tells us basically it tells the story in two different parts or two different time periods. The first part is what happens to what the characters were doing before the movie Heat, and then what happens after the characters that are left. If you have not seen Heat 2, everybody don't make it. I mean, if you haven't seen Heat, everybody doesn't make it. And it also tells the story of what happens to the people who are remaining after the movie Heat. So casting is very important for this.
Yeah.
This movie got a lot of pressure on it. So we'll see. I'm excited, but I'm also nervous of who they're going to put as who.
Yeah, my excitement hinges on who's in what roles.
Like Leo could play a young Al Pacino, I guess.
I mean, they're just throwing names in a pile. But
They
they're
are.
not saying what they're doing if they're confirmed. So
there's been no confirmation for any of this.
Some of these people may not even be in it.
Nobody's saying anything.
So.
I also saw an article that said Channing Tatum was being considered for something, and I was like, who? Like a young Val Kilmer? We don't need to see that. I think I'm okay. But yeah, just more casting news for Heat 2. When this actually gets a stamp of approval, we will mention it. But until then, all these is rumors.
Yeah.
But I'm still excited about it whenever it may make the big screen.
Yeah.
That's it for our movie news this week.
All right, so let's roll into the trailer park.
Toot.
First up on the trailer park is for Hoppers. This is an animated movie that comes out March 6, 2026. This is from Walt Disney Studios. It is about a scientist who put themselves into a robotic beaver so that they can communicate with wildlife.
It's giving I can't think of another movie where somebody does this, but it's all talking to animals. It mainly focuses on
that movie where Will Smith was a spy that got turned into a bird.
Yes, it's
I also didn't see.
It's something like Spies in Disguise.
Maybe.
No, that ain't it. Something. It is similar to that though, except this time is for science, and I guess there's some mayor who's supposed to be taking over. They live in a city or town or whatever, and the mayor's, I guess, going to be demolishing the forest. So it's like an uprising of the animals. It looks cute though. Yeah, maybe, kinda. Did you like it? Did you not like it?
Oh no, it looks cute.
You don't like talking to animals? I'm just playing.
I don't watch these movies unless somebody says they're really good. So like the last movie I went out of my way to see was Elemental.
Yes, and we saw that way after
it had come out.
Way after it came out. So. This is a Pixar joint, so Pixar needs a win, needs a hit. I think the last Pixar movie came out was Elio, which they said was good, but people didn't go see it.
Right.
So Pixar hanging on the thread a little bit here, but Hoppers does look cute. It does look like it'll be a good spring movie. They're probably releasing it in March so it can hit that spring break window and kids is out of season. So I'm curious. I don't know if I would watch it like opening weekend or in the theaters.
I wouldn't go see this.
But
this is not for me to go see.
Right. It's definitely a kid. It's not it's not like SpongeBob SquarePants, which we got a trailer for. I didn't put that on here, but which is like adult kid movie.
Yeah.
But this is more like kids for real. So it looks cute though. If you have little ones, you should check this one out.
Next stop on the trailer park is for live action Moana. This comes out July 10th, 2026. It stars The Rock. And the trailer is live action scenes from the animated movie Moana.
Yes. Which I actually recently just saw. And I was kind of like...
I have not seen it.
Disney. Moana was good. Mm-hmm. I would rank it up there with the Frozens and the more... after our generation Disney movies is what I like to call them.
3D animated ones?
Yes, in that same vein. 3D animated. The story was good. The characters were good. It's got like a chicken who barks and all that jazz. They didn't need to. They didn't need to do this.
No.
Especially since Moana 2
it'll make $1 million, so.
Just came out.
Yeah.
Literally it's been a year? Yeah. I think it's been a year.
Yeah. This feels like the fastest they've fast-tracked an animated to live-action movie. Like, this is even faster than How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah, I wonder if this going to bite them, though. Like, Moana 2 was kind of like oh my gosh, this is making a lot of money. I don't know about this one.
I don't know.
I don't know about this.
It has the potential. They all have so far. So
usually,
even though Lilo and Stitch made $1 billion, it creeped there. So
it did. I think it barely squeaked. And I feel like Lilo and Stitch is more popular than Moana. I don't know. I don't got kids, but I feel like Lilo and Stitch is more popular.
These movies somehow don't cost a lot of money to make.
Then they make them for like $2.
Yeah,
$2 Disney, which is like $500,000. So we'll see. This is a no for me. I don't know.
No. I'm not interested.
As somebody who's recently seen Moana and Moana 2, I'm good. I'm skipping.
Next stop on the trailer park is for You, Me, and Tuscany. This comes out April 10th, 2026. This stars Halle Bailey and Regé-Jean Page. This is a romantic comedy about a squatter who goes to Tuscany. That's what the
She is a squatter. You're right.
She goes to Tuscany, gets caught squatting in a house by a family because she steals an engagement ring from the drawers and has to put on a facade that she is the nephew's fiance.
Yeah, so I read the description of this before the trailer came out. I was like, no, we're not calling a black girl no squatter.
And she is.
She's a squatter. Yeah. She talks to some dude at a bar who's like, oh, I got this abandoned or this empty villa in Italy that I don't use. And she was like, the way the trailer is cut, she goes, you see her head thinking like, oh, abandoned? So she goes to Italy and lives like squats.
Yeah.
Like
she's one plot point away from it being a horror movie or a Taken film. You go out of the country, you talk to somebody, and they tell you could go to their abandoned, secluded house to stay the night, so they know exactly where to find you. It sounds like a setup. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's exactly how they got Liam Neeson's daughter.
You could literally
the cabbie.
You could change a couple of lines, and this could be like a Italian, You, Me, and Tuscany horror movie.
We're traveling the country. Never tell a stranger where you're going.
Right. Exactly. And it's funny, you didn't watch 4 seasons, but the driver that drives her around in the trailer is the same guy who plays Coma Domingo's husband in that series.
Oh, okay.
I like him, so he's cool. I like that he was in this. It looks cute.
Yeah.
We don't get black rom-coms on the big screen that ain't about struggle, drugs, and helping a brother out very often. So this looks good.
Issa Rae, Lakeith Stanfield movie.
The Photograph?
Yeah.
I didn't watch it because everybody said it was boring.
Well, that's what you're looking for. They got no struggle in it.
I don't know. I never watched it. If y'all watched The Photograph, let me know.
They got no struggle or strife.
Once people said it was boring, I was like, I avoided it. But this looks like more like a rom-comedy. The Photograph. So it wasn't
funny.
Yeah. The Photograph looked like a rom-dramedy, and I was like, I don't know if I want to do
Black romantic films have to have comedy.
Rom-com. The com part is quite important for me.
We're
but
funny people.
Yeah, so Regé-Jean Page's character is, I guess he knows the family.
He's their nephew.
He's the nephew.
I thought that's... Or did they not introduce him yet?
Well, so she fakes engaged to Mateo, who's the dude she meets at the bar.
Oh, I thought Mateo was Regé-Jean Page.
What's his name?
Regé-Jean Page.
Regé-Jean Page is somebody who knows the family or works at the villa or whatever. And he is the one who she falls in love with, but she's actually fake engaged to Mateo.
Gotcha.
And the family thinks that like she's about to be their daughter-in-law or whatever.
Gotcha.
So she has to, the typical, she got to be outed because she lying. Then Mateo going to show up. And then Ray J going to be like, oh, you should have told me who you actually were. And then they going to go off to New York, back to New York and fall in love.
Oh, yeah.
Or she going to stay in Tuscany.
Or they're going to say that they broke up. She's going to go back to New York. Then he'll show up in New York.
Boom.
So,
yeah. Basically the ending of, what's the movie that I liked that nobody else liked? The sci-fi movie.
Free Guy?
With the aliens, The Gorge.
Oh.
Without the assassin part.
Gotcha.
Yes. We know how this is going to end. I don't care about that. We care about the journey in this instance. So we need to, hey, my folks, y'all listening? We need to show up and show out for this because we need some more black rom-comedies on the big screen. So I'm looking forward to this one.
Next stop on the trailer park is for We Bury the Dead. This is going to star Daisy Ridley. It comes out January 2nd, 2026. What is it about? Daisy Ridley is living in a post-apocalyptic U.S. or world.
Yeah.
There has been some type of zombie apocalypse, but it looks like they're on the tail end of it. Any zombies that
Oh,
are
really?
still around are supposed to, quote unquote, docile. And while Daisy Ridley is traveling through the country, she's crossing country in search for her husband that she lost during the apocalypse.
Yeah, she joins they call it a body retrieval unit. So they're just supposed to be collecting the zombie bodies, and I don't know what they do with them. The issue is the zombies is coming back.
Yeah.
It's zombie. I typically don't be going down. I don't be down for these kind of movies, but it look interesting.
So the twist is that the zombies are docile when they do come back, unless it's a zombie that has like unfinished business.
I don't know what that means though. Like, what triggers your body to be like, you have unfinished business? Wake up!
I mean, I guess the same thing that would trigger you to be a ghost.
Okay.
So
that don't pass on.
Yeah.
Like Casper.
I guess whatever.
Fine.
Keeps spirits from passing on.
Okay.
Is keeping these zombies angry.
Yes. Yes. I'm actually quite interested in this one. I typically don't go for horror zombie movies, but this one don't look too bad. We'll see.
Okay. I don't know what this one looks any different than like a World War Z.
I don't know.
But okay.
I don't have.
I don't get it.
This one doesn't. The zombies
because
don't.
the lead character is a woman.
No, but I do like that
Okay.
aspect. Maybe because the zombies don't look like give me a zombie movie that I refuse to see. I don't know. They don't look too nasty.
Like Evil Dead? Well, those aren't zombies. Those are like possessed people.
You put a different label on it.
It's not zombies. They're possessed. I mean, they're dead, but they're possessed by spirits.
Like I did my I Am Legend. Them was zombies, right? Or them was infected.
Kind of.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of like a regular standard zombie movie, like Dawn of the Dead.
Absolutely not.
Like you wouldn't watch that.
No, but I would watch. Maybe
it's
the
new Resident Evil.
Maybe it's the story behind it. Maybe I just want her to find her husband.
Even though,
like, come on, Daisy.
Even though like Resident Evil movies are like shoot 'em up zombie movies.
But those zombies don't look okay. Like they look like
they're like bioexperiment zombies.
Right. These just look like people who just been left to cook in the sun for a little while. That's all. We'll see.
You can do it 28 days later.
Exactly. And we don't call them zombies, right? Those are infected. Right.
Because they're not technically dead.
Naked zombies at that. These have clothes on, so we'll be okay.
Yeah.
So maybe this makes the list.
Maybe.
We'll see, because January be a weird month for movies.
It's packed with stuff.
It's got stuff. I just don't know if all the stuff is good, so we'll see.
Next up on the trailer park is for Project Hail Mary. This stars Ryan Gosling. This is the second trailer. This comes out March 20th, 2026. It is about Ryan Gosling as a school teacher who has been tasked by the U.S. government to go up into space and find a way to save the planet from some type of disaster.
Yeah, the sun's dying. I don't know how he's supposed to stop the sun from dying.
That's interesting. I should rewatch Sunshine.
What's Sunshine?
Sunshine is a Cillian Murphy movie. Who made Sunshine? I feel
Cillian Murphy. Is it a sci-fi movie?
It is. Hold on. Yes, it is a sci-fi movie. It stars Cillian Murphy, Michelle Yeoh, Chris Evans, Cliff Curtis, Rose Byrne.
No, I've not seen this.
Benedict Wong, Hiroki Sanada.
How old is this?
This came out in 2007.
Okay, I'm about to say all these people cost way more money.
But they all play a space crew who have been sent up to space because the sun is dying, and they're spin up to space because they are going to shoot a bomb into the Earth to reignite it. But somebody on the ship is sabotaging the mission.
Okay. Was it good?
It was really good.
Oh, I've never heard of this movie.
Directed by Danny Boyle. Yeah. Oh, this is...
Danny Boyle from 28 Days Later.
This is Mason's favorite movie from The Weekly Planet. They always talk about Sunshine. They always bring it up. Yeah, so this was Danny Boyle and Alex Garland.
This is a sidetrack. We're going to get back to the trailer in 1 second. What is the movie you told me to watch with Scarlett Johansson? On the island? Or something? Is it called The Island?
Oh, The Island, yes.
The Island, okay.
I want you to watch it for the twist.
Okay.
Yeah.
So The Island is
like
Sunshine.
A jaw-dropping twist.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
This is my old movie list that I'm gathering. So Project Hail Mary, though, it is a book. So this is a book adaptation. There is a twist in the book, but they show it in the trailer, which if you... this is not a spoiler. There's an alien. He runs into an alien.
Yeah, so there's another alien from a different planet that's on the same exact mission that Ryan Gosling is on to save their planet, and they're working together to save their planets.
Jay thinks that it's going to come down to only one of them can have the sun.
Yeah.
Or something.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Or only one of them can have the solution or whatever.
Only one of them can survive while the other one dies or something like that. Harry Potter
Two-man
situation.
enter, one-man leaves.
Right. And what was I about to say? Oh, there's a shot of Ryan Gosling with super long hair. Like in most of the trailer, he's got short hair, But they slipped in one where he has long hair. So I think he's going to be up there for a very long time.
Yeah.
Which makes me think he don't make it.
They also, in the original, because this is an adaptation.
Yeah. Oh. I don't think I knew that.
I think it's Project.
I knew the book, but I didn't know there was another movie.
No, I mean, this is an adaptation of a book.
Yeah, I thought you were saying there was another movie.
Oh, no.
Okay.
I know in the original, he has amnesia when he goes up there and forgets the point of the mission. So I don't know if that's part of the movie.
The trailer doesn't
imply that.
The trailer doesn't seem to imply that he does. But I could see that.
Yeah, in the book, he wakes up once he gets there into space, and
he's like, "What am I doing
his
here?"
memory.
So
he doesn't know why he's been sent up there.
This movie's probably gonna be 2.5 hours, and I bet you 30 minutes is gonna be him getting his memory back.
I hope not. I hope they just skip that.
Okay, I mean,
the movie seems long enough.
Listen, y'all, we don't even know the running time, but it feels like it's going to be one of the movies that's like 2.5 hours for sure. But maybe. I feel like this might get spoiled before it even comes out, and I'll be like, oh, that's the ending? I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Next up on the trailer park is The Hunger Games, Sunrise on the Reaping. This is another book adaptation. This comes out November 20th, 2026. It takes place 24 years before the first film. Young Hamish Abernathy is selected to compete in the 50th Hunger Games, also known as the Second Quarter Quail, which occurs every 25 years. So this is going to be the story of Woody Harrelson's younger character going through their Hunger Games trial and how they survived.
Right. He's not in this, but you can hear his voice.
Yeah.
He does like a voiceover in the trailer. Statcast, this was another situation where every other week we've learned the people that's going to be in it. We have Ralph Fiennes playing Snow. Mm-hmm. That's good. And we have Glenn Close playing, she's like the...
Viola Davis.
Okay. And they got her done up to where you like, is that Glenn? Yeah, that's Glenn Close. She's giving her Cruella kind of transformation here. So they announced this movie when the book came out, and a couple of people, I saw several people were like, how did they fast track this so much? Because they literally wrote the book while the movie was coming out. They said, we doing this 2 at a time. So I haven't read the book. I don't know if I want to now that the movie's coming out, because I don't want to know the ending of the movie.
I didn't read the last one. No. Songbirds and Snakes.
No, but we liked that one. It felt like it could have been 2 movies.
I liked the first part of that one.
Okay, when it flipped to the second movie,
the second part dragged. So,
it did. It was much slower because they were out of they were out of the Hunger Games.
I think these movies should. Well, not all of them. Well, most of them. These movies should end at the end of the competition.
Fair enough.
Their post life was a drag.
Fair enough. It's funny because I liked. It was long, but the very last maybe like 15 minutes where we get Viola Davis back, I like that part of the end. So. President Snow, President Snow. I'm looking forward to Ralph Fiennes as President Snow because he's Voldemort. Yeah. He obviously can play a bad guy. And I think we'll check this one out. I like the last one.
I like the Hunger Games. Yeah.
I've
seen all of them.
I got a year, so I might attempt to read this book.
I'm not going to do that.
I think I'm going to pick a movie that's getting a book that's getting adapted to a movie and read it. Okay. And see what the difference is. Okay. And it's going to be the one because I feel like this is a book I could enjoy. It's giving me like, hey,
Crime 101 is a book and it's short.
Is it?
It is.
Yes, it is. It's like a short story, right?
Yeah.
No. Okay. I'm not doing that one. I'll do that one. Too slow. It's probably too slow of a burn for me.
That is all of the trailers in the trailer park. Let's dive into this bunch crunch.
All right. First at the top of our crunch here, DC Studios Lanterns, something that the one thing I'm waiting for, has been delayed to summer 2026. I don't think they said why. Maybe it's not done. Maybe reshoots.
It's possible.
Who knows? I would like for them to give us another image from the show.
I wasn't too bummed about this being delayed because we have nothing. So I was like, I can't miss anything. They haven't built up any anticipation for me.
No. They have one picture of Aaron Pierre and what's his face walking down the road looking haggard, and that is literally it. Yeah. So every time some news get announced, this the image we get. And I was like, I actually forgot when this was coming out. I knew it was 2026. So when they said to delay it, I was like, oh, well, that's okay because I don't remember when it was coming. So we'll be fine.
Maybe they have to rework it. Maybe if not enough people watched Peacemaker, it's very tied into the
jazzing it up.
They're like, we have to pivot.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
If it no longer means as much.
I wouldn't put it past. I mean, they still got time, I guess. Yeah. It's definitely reshoots.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's definitely when they don't say, it's retooling. Yeah. Speaking of superheroes, Sadie Sink will be joining the cast of Avengers: Secret Wars, which comes after Doomsday. Mm-hmm. We have not a clue who she's playing. Well, I won't say we don't have a clue. We don't officially know who she's playing.
No.
And somehow she's skipping Doomsday and showing up in Secret Wars, which begs the question of what? Why?
Yeah, I don't know.
How? Who?
We don't know how everybody gets into wherever Doomsday takes place. We don't know where Doomsday takes place.
Did you see, it's leaked. I mean, that's not leaked. It's a rumor that Doom is supposed to be playing like everybody thinks he's like a foe. I mean, an ally, but he's actually like a foe.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, I was like.
But, I mean, that makes sense.
He looks evil, y'all.
Yeah.
Pay attention.
Yeah.
So, we will see. There was also some fake leak set photos generated by AI that I fell for that Jay caught me before I shared it. So that was great.
It caught a lot of people.
There was also, did you see the leaks of the costumes supposedly that were also fake?
Yeah, none of it is real.
None of it is real. The Russo brothers did a very good job of keeping that set, pretty decent job of keeping that set locked down. So people just we ain't got nothing. Mm-hmm. So people just making stuff up. And we have a whole year. So I think people are starving a little bit. So if you cannot confirm from a trade that it's an approved picture, it's probably fake. We just gonna go for that for now. Yeah. Also, speaking of Marvel, John Bernthal will not be returning as the Punisher in Daredevil Born Again season 2/4.
That's not surprising.
It's not. One, he's getting his own special presentation.
That's
5. Sorry. You always throw me off.
It is season 5.
Season 2. Season 2.
It's season 5 of Daredevil.
He is getting his own special presentation, which they have not said anything else about, which I find kind of interesting. But he's also going to be in Spider-Man. Yeah. So he's the big wig.
Stick him in everywhere.
He's a big wig now, right? He ain't got to go back down to TV. So it's actually kind of funny that Daredevil's like not making it into the TV show. I mean, into the movies, and Punisher's like, I'm back, and then he immediately gets put into a movie. Yeah. So, oh well. People were distraught about that, but we'll be okay. We'll be fine, and we're going to watch those movies as if in that TV show as if nothing ever happens.
John Bernthal is a movie star. He's been in movies.
I like him. Yeah, quite a bit. If you did not watch him in Accountant and Accountant 2, you should check that out. Yeah, we also did a review for that, so you can go down our episode list. And last but not least, on our Bunch of Crunch, Rian Johnson and Daniel Craig are starting to formulate ideas for Knives Out 4, which is not surprising. He apparently said he wanted to do a Muppet movie, and people are like, make it a Muppet movie. And I'm like, please don't. I don't want Knives Out Muppets. If you want to make a Muppet movie and keep Knives Out what it is.
Make a Knives Out parody Muppet movie.
Sure.
But keep them separate.
Yeah. I mean, and that just lets us know, not that I thought he was, that Daniel Craig's not dying in the next one. Which, I mean,
no, I never thought he was.
I didn't think he was, but sometimes they do goofy stuff like that, and they're like, "Oh, he died saving somebody from getting murdered." You're like, "Don't do that." These are not. I'm not gonna not call them serious movies, but this is not like main character dies movies. No. So let's not turn it like y'all did that for James Bond. I'm not gonna get on that soapbox. Also starring Daniel Craig. So we actually are gonna see Wake Up Dead Men next. So I'm excited for that, and these casts are always like stat casts, so I'm curious of what they're going to do for the next one, even though we haven't seen the third one yet. But they're great movies. So that is it for our Bunch Crunch.
Oh, cast Kate McKinnon.
Yeah, we are sticking her in everything, but she would be good.
Knives Out.
She'd be good at make her the killer too. Like she would be somebody you would cast and you would think she is too stupid. Yeah. Or her character would be too goofy to be the killer, and then like she does some sort of flip, and then she's like Kaiser Sose. Yeah. And then she is the killer. That would be Bob. Just trying to get y'all good ideas. Y'all should take them.
So that is our movie news, trivia, and trailer park for the week. We are going to take a short break and get back for our review of Wicked for Good. I
was going to sing a song, but I don't actually remember any.
Oh, Unlimited.
This week we watched Wicked for Good, which was released November 21st, 2025. It was directed by John M. Chu. If you do not know who he is, he directed the first part. Welcome to today. He also directed, surprisingly, I didn't know this until recently, Now You See Me Too, the one everybody doesn't like, but I thought it was actually pretty entertaining. He also directed Crazy Rich Asians. And
everybody like that one?
I need to watch that.
Suppose we're getting a sequel?
Oh, is it? Mm-hmm. Interesting.
Also star Michelle Yeoh.
Right. That had a stat cast too, didn't it?
Yes.
Okay. And he's also directing that upcoming Dr. Seuss movie, The Places You Will Go. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. So he also did another musical, Into the Heights.
Yes.
Okay. So he's done.
People didn't like that one.
Oh. Okay. Moving along then. Casting. Okay. Well, everybody. I'm not doing that. Everybody who was in the first one is in this one.
Yes.
If we have anybody new,
Dorothy.
We don't even see her.
So no.
Okay, so no. Okay, I'll name somebody. Coma Domingo voices the Cowardly Lion for like 30 seconds.
Sure.
So everybody who's in the first one is in this one. That is your cast list. Going along. The movie though is shorter than the first one. This one's 2 hours and 17 minutes. The first one was 2:45. 2:40. Okay, so we got 20-ish minutes of our life back.
Yeah.
Budget of $150 million. Now I don't know if this budget is for both parts or each part individually. Who knows? Not our money. The first one made like $700 million. So this one probably gonna make the same amount, if not more. Yeah. Speaking of getting to the box office, this had the 10th biggest Thursday previews for the U.S. box office at 30.8 million. Me and Jay were talking about this yesterday on our way to the movies. The first one is Endgame, right?
Yeah, I had the list here.
Okay.
So the number one is Endgame.
Yep, of course.
And then it is Star Wars, No Way Home, Avengers, Infinity War, Age of Ultron. So it's all Disney.
All Disney and Harry Potter in there somewhere.
Yeah, and there's like 2 Harry Potter films in here. The Wicked beat out The Dark Knight Rises. Okay. So there are no more Christopher Nolan Batmans in it, but it does sit right up under Multiverse of Madness.
Okay. So Disney.
Yeah.
Disney, Warner Brothers.
Interesting.
Disney.
Movies about witches going nuts. At the bottom of the top.
Oh, look at that. We do love our witchcraft and wizardry, guys. We do love it. All right, so other things for the box office. It's opening day, which includes the Thursday previews we just talked about, is $68.7 million, which is a lot for opening day for a movie. Internationally, Wicked is on track to do $78 million. So projected for the weekend, it's going to do $150 to $152 million domestically, $228 globally. So it's going to make its budget back opening weekend.
Yep.
Which ain't never a bad thing for any movie. I don't care what you feel about it. Cinema score, audiences liked it at an A. It's the exact same thing that the first one got. Rotten Tomatoes is a little different this time. So the critics are a little down on it at 70%. Audiences don't care what the critics say. They loved it. It's at 96%.
Audiences is mostly fans.
Yeah.
Of the source material.
Yes. This is definitely outside of people like us who are like either curious or we have like a podcast for movies. Yeah. Most people in this are seeing this because they like have seen the play.
Yeah. They already like it.
Right. Yeah. They coming in like, I don't care what y'all say.
Yeah. It's like the Taylor Swift movie.
Right. Or
it's like most people, it got A+ because like you like Taylor Swift.
Right. If it didn't get an A+, you'd be like,
that's weird.
How did you come here?
Right.
Why did you come here?
Why did you come here?
So just like the first one, now the first one was a little higher on the critic side. Rotten Tomatoes, 88%. The audience score is 95%. Like it.
Yeah.
I mean, the audiences like these movies. And I think that's all I have for the facts and figures. Jay, hit us with the plot.
The plot of Wicked for Good is Elphaba and Galinda are career women now.
Yeah. Got real jobs.
Specifically, Galinda is a career woman. I don't know what she's a
figurehead. Figure? Yep.
She's a public figure, and Elphaba is a rebel.
Basically. Rebel with a cause.
Elphaba's still on her crusade to prove to the rest of Oz that the wizard is a liar, while the wizard is on his mission to prove to the rest of Oz that Elphaba is the villain of Oz.
Yep, and his person in cahoots, Madame Marable.
Yes, and hijinks and shenanigans ensue.
Yeah.
It's pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Less shenanigans. This
movie's very light on plot.
Yeah, it's less shenanigans, more hijinks, I guess. Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
It's Wicked. Let's put it that way. All right, let's get into our non-spoiler thoughts. Do you want me to go first?
Sure, you can go first.
All right, let me pull up my notes here. I was mostly entertained for the most part.
Yeah.
I will already just get it off the top. I prefer the first part, though. The first part has better songs.
It's harder to write an ending.
Well, you know what's interesting? So, and I forgot this was a whole discussion. The music, so the movies are more based on the musical, not the book. Just setting that out there. The book and the musical have quite a few differences. Now, the first part of the musical was only 90 minutes. And people were like, how are they fleshing this out? And they did it pretty good. I think the pacing of the first one was good. We got a lot backstory. Yeah. We got some good numbers, song numbers, all that jazz, some good dialogue, action, whatever.
Yeah.
The second part of the play is only 45 minutes.
That makes sense.
And they stretched that 45 minutes into 2 hours and 17 minutes. And you can kind of tell. Yeah. Well, it's interesting. You can tell, and then you can also be like, well, this went by real quick. Yeah. So it's a very interesting pacing on this second one.
Well, the important plot points are very quick. And everything else is just stretched out in between the important plot points.
Right. It's a weird...
Like, the plot points kind of just happen like that. Like a snap.
It's a weird editing choice.
Yeah.
For sure. It's like fast, slow. Fast,
like characters
slow.
Make major decisions.
Yeah. Major things happen.
They've done all their thinking off screen. Just the next time we get to the character, they've done a decision. They've made a decision. Like, you know what? I've made this decision.
Right. You're a murderer?
Right.
Oh. Okay. Well, what are we there? So yeah, the pacing of this one was kind of strange, but overall, I was still engaged with the story. I kind of went in knowing what the ending was for the most part, so I don't know if that's like tainting my view on it, but I still was interested in how it played out. I didn't know any of I didn't know any of like the songs or anything like that because I did not watch the musical. So the songs of the first one hit harder.
Yes.
There's no question.
Most of the songs I liked in this one were any of the songs from the first one.
Yeah, and there, when I looked it up, there's a little overlap, but not a ton. But they do more singing in this one, but not for as long. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it wouldn't be like a full song. It'd be like a minute and a half of singing.
The songs are shorter in the first one.
Maybe.
I don't feel like they are, but
no. We got the songs in the first one had more dance numbers.
Yeah.
Coordination.
The musical set pieces that's one of my notes.
The
musical set pieces in the first one were a lot more interesting than the ones in this one.
Agree. A lot of this, like you said, I'm probably going to spoil your note, but it's just one person sitting singing.
Yeah.
Versus in the first one, we got like people in the background were engaged and doing stuff, and it was a whole scene playing out with everybody. And this one, it was more like Elphaba singing this one and Glinda singing this one, and like one person singing up in a corner.
The first one had big moments of like entire towns doing the whole musical number, like Munchkinland or all of Emerald City or all of Shiz, and or
everybody in the school in a class or whatever.
Yeah, we really didn't get anything like that in this one. We got one quick sequence of Emerald City in the beginning, but it wasn't really like a big, huge dance number like with the Welcome to Emerald City in the first one.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So that is why I prefer the first one. Acting in this was good, just like it was in the previous one. We had less characters though, which I guess is understandable, but we spend most of our time with the big three. Furio, Elphaba, Glinda. And Furio was just kind of there.
And Little Oz.
And Little Oz. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. But I like the multitude of characters more in the first one than this one. But I get it. We're at the end. We're trying to wrap this thing up. So we can't be introducing a bunch of new people or giving a bunch of people plot lines. Right. So overall, it was okay. I didn't hate it. I didn't love it. I'm also not a musical person. So that's probably also tainting my view a little bit. But would I sit and watch this again? I don't know. But with the first one, I say I definitely probably would. For sure. And now that I know how this one ends, I'm like, I don't need to watch that second one. I just watched the first one. So those are my non-spoiler thoughts.
My non-spoiler thoughts are it's given It Chapter 2, where It Chapter 1, where they were younger and in school, even though their lives were terrible, it was more interesting and it was more exciting. And now that they've come back to Derry as adults,
it's been 5 years, by the way, because we had a question about that. There's 5 years between the two movies.
Their adult lives, adult Elphaba and adult Glinda, their adult lives are not as fun. And they're kind of just tragic and sad.
Yes, and boring.
Yeah, and boring. So it was more fun. It's kind of like Shiz was Hogwarts, and now it's like Harry and everybody has graduated, but they're not exactly Aurors, but there's like stuff going on.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, but it's not like Deathly Hallows where they were out of school.
Still doing fun stuff outside of school.
Yeah. I don't. Well, because there's only like one and a half. Well, it's like one and a possible magical person in this one. I guess technically two.
Yeah.
Everybody else is regular. So we just kind of like, can regular people do something else?
Yeah. These characters aren't as entertaining when they're not together.
Yeah, good
like
point.
Glinda's on her own, Elphaba's on her own.
Yeah.
Fior's set dressing.
They're more of a unit.
Yeah.
They work better as a unit.
They don't
for
work
sure.
as great when they're all separate, singing their
and
solos.
they own separate corners of pockets of the universe. And
Singing
we're
their
like,
solos. Their solos aren't as fun.
yeah, you're right. There was a lot of soloing in this.
The ending of this feels rushed, and I think the ending feels rushed is because they're fast tracking the Wizard of Oz in the background of this movie. The Wicked story has to rush to keep up with the pace of the Wizard of Oz in the background.
Yeah.
So there are a couple sequences where they're using Dorothy's journey as a
backdrop.
They're using
as
Dorothy's
a parallel journey
as like a marker to tell you where the story is. Like,
yes, there you go.
When Dorothy leaves Munchkinland, like we miss all of the interaction between Munchkinland,
right?
When Dorothy arrives, but we see Dorothy leaving Munchkinland. We're like, okay, this is where they are in the story. We see Elphaba send the monkeys after her. Like, okay, this is where we are in the stories. But that kind of like went very quickly.
All of the Dorothy stuff is quick.
All the Dorothy stuff goes very quickly because
Blink and you miss
Dorothy's journey is going so fast in the background, so they have to make all the decisions in the foreground super fast,
right? To keep up with Dorothy,
yeah,
and her Yellow Brick Road journey.
Yeah, so
You're
like
right.
when we get to I won't spoil it, but there's a major plot point when Dorothy arrives with one of the characters from Wicked. So when we get to that, and then Glinda and Elphaba show up, I guess we're supposed to assume that it's been even more time since the last time they saw
It's
each
hard
other,
to tell.
But it's very hard to tell.
It seemed like it's next day.
But I guess we're supposed to assume it had. I don't know.
It feels like it's set up like it's next day, but then it's also kind of like, did you have to like plan this?
Yeah,
I don't know.
The characters weren't as good in this one, and I think that's because maybe all their adult lives sucked.
You're not wrong. Nobody had a happy
life sucked. Glinda wasn't happy.
I was gonna say nobody had a good time in this.
Elphaba wasn't happy. Fiora was there.
He was, but he wasn't happy.
Morbo was the same.
She was constantly not happy.
Oz was kind of like the same.
Yeah, the wizard was just kind of like the wizard, but we know his real personality, right?
Nessa was sad. Bach was sad. Everybody was sad. Dulcie Bear was sad.
The animals were sad.
Everybody was sad.
The monkeys were sad.
The monkeys were Chistery was sad.
Yeah, the road got jacked up, so it was sad.
The last few notes I put, the ending could have. I think the ending, they should have changed the ending for the movie.
Oh, you think so?
I do. I think the ending could have used a modernized update.
Okay.
And I said the movie has so many currently relevant themes like xenophobia and blaming everything on
animal
the animals
abuse.
And animals losing their ability to speak and propaganda and not being able to tell the people the truth because the people are stupid and they won't believe the truth. So
politics, all that jazz.
With all of those things still being relevant, the way the movie ends
is a little cheesy.
Does not work for 2025. I don't think. I think that
it's very typical though.
You don't let bad people continue to be bad as long as you have a boyfriend or because you can't save your boyfriend.
Oh yeah, and then you also have the thing of like somebody didn't technically like
the main character sets out on a journey to do something, and when this movie ends, they don't do it. They quit.
They get mad.
And
they get very frustrated.
They quit.
Yeah.
And that's the plot of Wicked. They quit. Because they still has to roll into the Wizard of Oz and Dorothy has to be the hero.
Right.
So they can't steal the sunshine from Dorothy.
And she's still Wicked Witch of the West still has to be the Wicked Witch of the West.
So it just feels very odd with this movie where we're with Elphaba. We're journeying with Elphaba. They've sown the seeds to be like, yes, Elphaba deserves retribution.
Right.
And Elphaba deserves to free the animals and reveal the truth.
Yeah,
and she doesn't.
But that's the negative of doing a prequel situation where you have to lead up to a point and keep it that way, or else it's like a totally different series.
And she doesn't. I feel like that's weird because the ending should have been changed to where she does.
But how do you do that and keep the Wizard of Oz the Wizard of Oz?
You changed the Wizard of Oz.
Sure.
Because the Wizard of Oz is old and no one cares.
I wouldn't be against that.
I don't think, and I think the way they framed the Wizard of Oz, Dorothy's not looked at as like the hero in this version of Wicked.
Right.
Anyway.
So I think the novel, the play, and the movie are on their own different pockets of the universe. So you're right. You could have made it different and what happens to it don't matter. We're in different part of the universe.
Yeah. This whole point was to make you sympathize with the Wicked Witch, and it's just very odd that the Wicked Witch doesn't get the climax that she sets up since the beginning.
Okay. And it's given to the one person who maybe don't deserve it.
It's given to the one person who doesn't deserve it.
Yeah.
Now that we have all this added context.
Right.
And the people that deserve to be punished kind of get the same ending.
Yeah. I don't say they get away with it, but I don't feel like they got enough punishment for it.
No. Wanda wouldn't have let them get away with it.
Wanda would have killed him.
Yeah. So, and Elphaba was trending very close. I mean, she had the Darkhold. So
she did.
It's weird.
And then she gave it
away.
So
you know what? Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, she gave it away. You're not wrong.
It's weird. I think the ending should have been changed to give Elphaba the conclusion that she deserved because they decided to stick with it, to stick with the Wizard of Oz lore. I'm like, this ending feels dated.
And I think they didn't do that. I mean, I'm sure they didn't do that for multiple reasons, but I feel like the fan base would have revolted had they done that. I wouldn't have minded as somebody who doesn't follow the musical, but I feel like the musical fans would have been like, oh my God, this is terrible.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
It could go either way. And the reason I say that is because I have never seen the play prior to the movie Wicked. I had never looked into Wicked. I never cared. But
I heard of it, but I
continued to hear about Wicked. And the one thing I continued to hear about Wicked from fans of Wicked was that they did not like part 2.
Yeah.
So I don't know if
they set us up. They is a broad term, but people, once the first one came out, immediately after it was out, people were like, part 2 is not going to be as good. Lower your expectations. And we're just like, well,
from the fans,
we ain't even got it yet.
From the fans, because we weren't fans. We weren't fans. People who were enthused about the movie were like, yeah, sorry to tell you, hold my hand. Let me hold your hand.
I mean, they already told us like the songs are going to be as good. It's not as fun. It's not. But I mean, obviously the fans liked it because the scores are just the same. But people like us are kind of like, oh, was y'all kind of right? Yeah. Okay. Y'all was right. And and it's a situation where y'all would have liked it regardless because you're getting your musical in a film.
Yeah.
The rest of us are kind of like, oh, okay. Well, that's interesting. Y'all enjoy.
I think nowadays they would have, more people would have appreciated an update in the ending.
I wouldn't have minded.
I wouldn't have.
And then I would have gotten an ending I didn't know was coming.
Yeah.
Also that.
But that's all my non-spoiler notes.
All right. So now we're going to get into our spoiler section for Wicked. If you don't want to be spoiled or you somehow have missed the ending of this through Googling, you can pause and come back later. So we're going to jump in spoilers in 3 and 2 and 1, going down our character list. So this actually might be kind of easy because we've already talked about how we like these characters in the first one, and don't nobody do no major switching up.
No, everybody's the same.
Pretty much the same as where we end with them, except maybe this first person, Galinda/Glinda. So she's the same. Ariana Grande plays her perfectly. Yeah. I don't have no qualms about it. I did say she's got a great crying acting spiel. I don't even know what you call it. When she get to cry, I'm like,
cry face.
Yeah, she got a good cry face. Like when her character needs to cry, she bring it. Yeah. Like the rent is due. So liked her in the first one. Like her in the second one. Her character does get some funny moments, not as many as the first one because this part is more serious, sad. Everybody's adult lights suck. Jay says tragic. So there's not a lot of moments of levity in this one from Glinda, which I kind of miss because I did like her what do you want to call it, self-absorbed personality,
which is funny because she's supposed to be the one that makes everybody happy and brings the encouragement, but she's like sad. She's like the most sad.
Well, she is. She's the most sad because she just tragically like I can't let the good, I can't let this facade go because this is how I grew up and what I've wanted all my life, and even though I know it's fake. Right. Even though I know it's fake. Now she does get a character arc towards the end of the movie, and we all know how this goes. I was wondering if they were going to set up where all this time Glinda the Good has always been a trash person, has always been a facade, but they tidy it up at the end to where Glinda the Good is actually Glinda the Good. So I was like, okay, I see how y'all circled this around, but no major qualms about the character. She obviously comes to a moment of being like, I can't live my life being a fake, so I want to do better. I want to actually be good. So that was cool, but she was good. I'm looking forward to see her in Meet the Fockers.
Yeah, she did good in Meet the Fockers.
Meet the Fockers, right? Yeah. That's the name of it?
Meet the Fockers 4.
Right. But that's it. That's all I got for Glenda.
Pretty much echo the same notes about Glenda. I don't think she was as interesting. I don't think our character was as good in this movie as the last one because she was so sad.
And they tried to give us backstory. Well, not tried. They gave us backstory of how she grew up, and it just made it more tragic that she's faking it, and she been faking it since she was like 12.
Yeah.
You're just
and her
like,
parents told her she should fake it because as long as people love her, that's all she needs. So she never really had a chance.
She didn't. Her parents set her up not to be a full functioning adult with good mental stability. So it's just kind of like, oh, well, I kind of like I guess I would have enjoyed it more if it would have been like, well, she's just nasty because she's nasty. Yeah. She's just a rude, nasty person, and she just gonna stick with it because that's just who she is. Yeah. But
somebody now that I think about it, somebody online said that this is the first movie is supposed to be about Elphaba. The second movie is about how Glenda becomes Glenda the Good. The first movie is about how Elphaba becomes the wicked witch. The second movie is about how Glenda becomes Glenda the Good. And thinking about it, this definitely feels like it's more Glenda's movie. Even down to the ending feels like it's more for Glenda.
I was going to say, I guess I agree with that. We do solidify why the Wicked Witch of the West Elphaba stays the Wicked Witch of the West, but you're right. It is more about, it's Glenda's coming of age story.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right. I'd agree with that. Fair enough.
Elphaba Throp is continuously played by Cynthia Erivo.
She is our Wicked Witch of the West. This story tells so basically what happens is she's trying to be Elphaba the Good.
Yeah.
And it ain't working out because nobody believes her. They ain't trying to have it. Everybody is happy in Oz and they believe the wizard, and the wizard is all this and that and the third. And we have Glenda now and she's spreading all this positivity and cheer and whatnot. And there's a hate campaign going on against Elphaba. Mm-hmm. So Elphaba, after trying to do good, she give up because something happened and somebody gets it and she's like, I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm over this. And this is where the song, what is the song? No
Good Deed.
No. Yes. She
with
sung
the
that.
Flying Monkeys at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was everybody's most anticipated song. The No Good Deed Goes Unpunished song.
And that happens again in this movie.
She sung that in the first one?
Yeah. No,
I don't think she sung that in the first one.
Why does that song sound so familiar to me?
I mean, they're Broadway songs, so they trend very close together.
Okay,
and because you're
right.
They blend the melodies of some of the songs together.
Okay, you're right. So No Good Deed comes from Elphaba basically giving up, like she done being good. And she's officially taking the moniker of Wicked Witch of the West. Mm-hmm. But it don't last super long because she does a thing and you kind of like, well, you're not really Wicked Witch of the West. You faking it too.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. Cynthia Erivo does good in this role just like she did the last one. Her singing is good. Her song is her moments that she has by herself, like singing are good. I'm trying to think. I'm looking at the song list. I'm trying to think. There was one song she did that I like more than the other. Maybe it was No Good Deed. Because the whole set of that was like she had like the monkeys flying around and she was doing her best. Like, I'm like a wizard, like a bad wizard now, and I'm taking ownership of it. So all that was super good. No Place Like Home, I think I liked when she was singing with the animals.
Yeah.
That was a good one as well. So she has some good musical numbers, but character arc wise, I guess she realizes that it kind of sucks. She realizes that it don't matter what she does.
Yeah, her arc is bad.
It don't matter. Everybody gonna hate her.
I didn't like that. And
so,
that was my
adult
issue.
Life sucking again.
That was my issue with this one. I feel like that's why I needed a modernized update because
fair enough.
I don't like the fact
she
that
makes the sacrifice play.
In this movie, she just gives up. Like the whole movie, they did a good job in the first one about building up a reason for why we should be on Elphaba's side. And why she needs to take down the Wizard of Oz.
Right, why she deserved it.
He's doing this to an entire country, or whatever Oz is.
Sure.
Continent, world.
A large state.
He's doing this to all of Oz. And you're like, okay, this is a really good reason to get behind her. Right. You want her to win and join the fight. And she was being
mistreated and all that. Yeah.
And then they just wear her down. And she quits. And I'm like, that sucks. That's realistic, but this is a fantasy world where people come to escape, and we want to see the ending that the bad guys deserve, not the ending that mimics the real world.
And she does this song where, No Place Like Home or whatever, and spoiler alert, she end up leaving home.
Yeah.
So at the end, it's kind of like, well, but you got to leave.
Yeah.
And she says, she basically makes a sacrifice play. Well, I got to leave so everybody else can live good. And it's kind of like, or do you?
Yeah.
Nah. everybody ain't that stupid. Like, I know people
Yeah.
are stupid. There's a pocket of y'all that's smart. I know it.
Yeah.
I know it.
I don't like it.
So yeah, the role is played well. And they definitely tie, you know, we get the whole Wizard of Oz, why the Wicked Witch of the West is called the Wicked Witch of the West. But it's just still kind of like, I don't know if I love it.
I think it takes the magic out of Oz when you make it too close to the real world. Where it's like bad people.
Oh, yeah,
They
okay.
did the whole Jeff Goldblum's talking about, you know, history is basically just what people believe. You know,
Yeah.
some of it is lies, some of it is true. Some people are the villains, some people are the heroes. I'm like, that removes the magic out of Oz when you're just like, Oz is just the U.S.
It's Dayton,
It's like, great.
Columbus,
So
Cincinnati.
there's nothing, the fact that these animals can talk and everything doesn't
Doesn't
matter
mean
because
anything.
it's still just as terrible as everywhere else. So there is no magic in Oz. The magic in Oz is xenophobia, just like where it is everywhere
hate.
else. And hate.
Yeah.
So that sucks.
It does. And then we didn't really get like a lot of magical people in this. So it was
No.
just kind of like,
Yeah, I don't.
Elphaba.
I like Elphaba Throp as a character. I think this was a horrible ending for her. I think
Yeah.
if
Now
this
that you've
is
brought this to light, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
We
like
gotta
the-
talk through it. I'm like, you're right. This
She
is,
just quit.
This is trash.
She just quit and let
I
the
like that.
She quit. Let the bad guys be immortalized and remembered.
And I
as,
guess we're
like,
supposed to be like, oh, but that's okay because she got a quote unquote happy ending. You're like, no,
Yeah.
I don't think so, actually.
Yeah, it's not.
And yeah, we'll get to that. But yeah, I didn't. My rating is going pew, 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 pew. But next up,
Fiero is played by Jonathan Bailey.
I like Jonathan Bailey. I don't like Furio in this.
Yeah, Fiero, I didn't like him. I didn't dislike Fiero in the first one. He was fine.
Yeah, I didn't dislike him. But in this one, he just there.
He was just there.
Interrupting.
Yeah, he
in
was
the
just
way.
there interrupting. Like
Every
interrupting,
time, you be like, Furio, what are you doing?
interrupting Galinda and Elphaba moments.
Go make me a sandwich or something.
Right,
Just-
go. Women are talking.
Just
Go to the
right.
kitchen.
The grown women are talking. Move out of the
go in
way.
the kitchen.
You're causing strife where it don't really need to
Yeah.
be. So the whole thing around Furio is that, of course, by the end of the first movie, we know that he really loves Elphaba, but
Yeah.
Galinda is blind to it somehow. That was another. I was like, girl, that man don't like you.
Yeah.
Anywho, so there's a love triangle basically through this whole movie. And then when the love triangle gets busted and it's just Elphaba and Furio, Galinda's still in her feelings.
Yeah.
Because she was so in love with Furio. I'm like, how, girl? You don't really know that man.
And for what?
Right. Furio is just
What
regular.
is he really doing for you? What is he doing for anyone?
He's just a worker bee.
Yeah, he's literally just a worker bee. You're a career woman.
Right. And he's faking trying to go after Elphaba, right? Because Galinda doesn't want her to get captured and die. And Furio doesn't want. So they're in cahoots technically.
Yeah.
About, Elphaba trying to get her and thinking that she's bad or whatever. But Furio is he's just kind of there. He's there as a set piece.
Yeah.
He's there as a plot device. And sure, him and Elphaba get like a moment and that's all cute and fine and like, oh, that's nice. But you're like, it ends kind of like, womp, womp, womp.
Yeah, it does.
I don't really think that both of y'all had to do this. Like, and where y'all, there could have been another way.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
sure. Shout out to Jonathan Bailey though.
Yeah, he was good.
I like him.
Yeah.
Go see Jurassic Park Rebirth.
Yeah.
Next up, I put Nessa Throp and Brock Witzman
Yes.
together as one. So this is they ain't a couple. I don't know what to call them. So Nessa is mad at Elphaba because she didn't come to the dad's funeral. The dad that hated her, by the way. And she wants to relive the magic of the musical number in the first one, which was where everybody was dancing and doing the thing. So they changed. What I read was they changed that from the book or the musical where Nessa wanted to walk. So they changed that.
Okay.
What Nessa really wants in this movie is to relive that emotional moment that she had from the dance in the first one, where she and Bach had a moment.
Okay.
Bach, on the other hand, don't care nothing about Nessa.
No.
Still.
He's still in love with Galinda.
For what reason?
Because he's an idiot.
Don't-
I think because Munchkins are dumb. I think
don't-
that's like supposed to be like a plot point.
I'm not going with that. I'm
think
not
that
believing
Munchkins
it.
are not supposed to be smart.
No, I rebuke that in the name of Jesus.
Okay.
I do not understand why Bach specifically is still on Glinda.
I don't know why Nessa Rose is still on Bach.
Exactly. And I don't know why Glinda is still on Furio. It's just a weird, like, come on. Y'all smart. I know y'all smart. Like, y'all adults, okay? We've graduated. She is, okay? We have real checks with real lives. Like, y'all need to use y'all brains here.
No.
So Bach's whole Nessa storyline was tragic.
Yeah.
And Bach's storyline was even more tragic.
Yeah.
They're equally tragic. So we have the tragic non-couple.
Everybody's life sucks.
With 2 tragic endings, which we will get to. I guess we can talk about that now because this ain't really the ending. So Nessa is the one that ends up getting crushed by the house.
I don't understand how and I don't want the book adaptation version, and I don't want the play adaptation version. I want the movie version for how that makes sense. That makes Nessa Rose the Wicked Witch of the East.
She calls herself the
She was a mean governor, but she had no magical powers.
Right.
So
there's this whole thing where Alphaba shows up to go see Nessa. She makes Nessa fly, and somehow Nessa was able to read the Grimoire. And that's how Bach's heart started to shrink.
But
right?
Was it because can anybody read the Grimoire, but you just can't read it wrong?
Sure.
Or does Nessa actually have magical powers? Because they didn't build that up either.
It was weird. So Nessa starts reading, I guess, from the Grimoire because she wants Bach to be in love with her. Right. And Bach's like, my heart is for Glinda. She's like, oh, your heart? Okay, well, I got you. And she ends up making his heart shrink. You reading the Grimoire. Mm-hmm. So Nessa basically almost kills Bach. Mm-hmm. Elphaba saves him by turning him into the Tin Men.
Yes.
So at the end of this scene, Nessa officially calls herself the Wicked Witch of the East because she's like, oh, I'm terrible just like my sister. But like, your sister actually not terrible. Mm-hmm. So I don't know where you got that from. But anywho, you following the propaganda, but you a governor.
Right.
Anyway, you might be on to something with the Munchkins. Anywho.
Nessa's not smart. Munchkins.
So, but Nessa tells Bach after he turns into the Tin Man and Bach's freaking out like, what did you do to me? What did you do to me? She's like, oh, Alphaba did it, which she technically did because she kept him from
save you.
Right, from dying. But she used the Grimoire to turn him into a Tin Man so he wouldn't be deceased. Mm-hmm. And she says it's all Elphaba's fault. And he's like, well, now I have a machete made of tin as well.
Axe wielding Tin Man.
Axe wielding Tin Man. He goes off to kill Elphaba.
Yeah.
Because he's thinking that she's the reason why he's a Tin Man when she actually is the one who saved his life.
Yeah.
So Nessa ends up being the one who gets the house dropped on her in the original story, because there's a whole thing to get to that. Just know somebody makes a cyclone and a house gets dropped on her in Munchkin Land, and then Bach turns into the Tin Man. So tragic, because who wants to be made of tin and who wants a house dropped on him?
Madame Morrible and the Wonderful Wizard of Oz return. Jeff Goldblum and Michelle Yeoh.
Horrible and horrible. So Morrible is still horrible. She is the one who causes the cyclone that picks up the house and drops on Nessa. So she's a murderer. Yep. And she continues to treat Glinda like she's stupid, which I guess is fair because it's all fake, right? And then the Wonderful Wizard of Oz, Jeff Goldblum is the same. He actually had a little bit of he was Jeff
barely
Goldblum.
In the movie.
He was barely in the movie. He did add a little bit of levity to the movie because he just acted like Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah.
So, and that ain't never a bad thing.
They Call Him Wonderful was one of the best musical sequences in the movie because it had the best. The best musical set pieces. It was
3 people, right? It wasn't just one person.
And it was things happening in the background.
Would I say that's the best one? That was pretty good.
I know people really like No Good Deed Goes Unpunished. That's a good song. I don't think that was the best sequence because most of it was just her walking up with CGI stairs with the monkeys. Around. So I didn't think
that's fair.
It wasn't like an impressive set.
Yeah,
I liked I didn't think the Wonderful song was best, but I thought that was a better performance.
And that
because
is
it included all 3 of them.
Yeah, and that's the only wizard song we get.
I enjoyed the practical set.
Yeah.
And the effects in the set.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the whole time it's going, I think maybe we both was thinking, is this a trap?
Yeah, I thought it was.
And I guess technically it wasn't.
Which is weird that it wasn't.
Yeah, I was like, oh, he's setting her up. But the wizard actually wasn't setting her up. So I was like, oh, that's interesting. They were actually, so it was like a genuine experience.
Yeah.
The one genuine experience in the whole movie. So, but yeah, both of those characters end up having tragic endings. We will get that to the end. Acting was fine. Michelle Yeoh is not the greatest singer I've ever heard.
She didn't have that many singing moments.
She did. She had, and they were definitely moments. Yeah. She did not get a full song either. So, anything else for any other characters? Anybody I missed?
Nope.
Oh, Coleman Domingo was the Cowardly Lion, like I already mentioned. He's in here for a minute.
Yeah.
I don't even know why they bothered to make
Collective minute.
I don't know why they bothered to make that a thing. Because the director was like, oh, we've got the man for playing the wizard. Playing the Cowardly Lion. And we like, who is it? And we found out it was Coleman Domingo, and I was like, oh, okay, so he must be in this.
Yeah, it could have been anybody.
It could have been anybody. And out of the OG Dorothy trio, well, that's not true. I was going to say he's the only one that talks. That's not true. We don't see Dorothy's face at all.
No.
So out of the Dorothy trio, we actually Dorothy the least.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. But it's not a Dorothy movie. So whatever.
Yeah.
All right. So now let's hop into our likes and dislikes. I'll go first. Costuming was on point.
Yep.
I mean, these movies, the set design, the set pieces, like of Oz and the Yellow Brick Road, actually, like the wide shots of the Yellow Brick Road, all that looks good. The wedding was actually nicely done. I liked all that. The Furios costumes and Glinda's dresses, all on point. And that's kind of the most that I liked.
Yeah, those are all my likes.
Yeah, I was gonna say dislikes. We already got to this, but didn't like that some of the characters weren't using common sense.
No, yeah.
The triangles of people who liked each other who didn't like them was weird. Like, they don't like you.
They didn't do a good enough job. Firo doesn't do anything. Not in this movie.
He's not a wonder boy.
He doesn't have any like outstanding qualities. So it was just very weird that both of them were so stuck to him.
And Glinda was like really broke up.
And their friendship is so strong that whenever they come to odds because of Fiyero, I'm like, why?
Y'all don't need that man.
Why?
He in a way.
He didn't do anything in this movie. Somehow he's a prince, but he's just like a worker bee.
Right. And
it's weird.
And Elphaba tells Glinda, like, you're the only friend I've ever had. Leave that man alone. Y'all don't need her. Or need him.
Yeah. Or Elphaba gives Glinda a whole speech like, he's never loved you and he never will. And you need to deal with that.
It's like, that's rude.
And Elphaba's like, he loves me. And it's like, and I'm thinking like, and what is that worth to you? Like,
you're worth your friendship of the only friend you ever had?
What is Fiero's love worth to you? Where has it gotten you?
Right.
You're still on the run.
It was weird. That was weird. And then I've already mentioned the Nessa Bach situation was weird. And then the Bach Glinda situation. I'm just like, none of this makes sense.
Yeah, I've never liked Nessa. I never liked her. Like, I always thought Nessa wasn't very smart.
She's just rude.
She wasn't very smart or bright, even when they were dropping her off as she is. And she seemed like she was not aware that her father did not care for her sisters.
And
like,
it's
Nessa,
very obvious.
Are you dumb?
And she even when she gets mad, like Elphaba, like, you didn't come to the funeral, and Elphaba's like, yeah, because Dad hated us, and she's like, that's mean to say.
It's like, are you?
Or she says it's wicked. I was like, girl, this don't even play right.
Like, what else did that? When she said that, she said the reason Nessa ended up in a chair because of the milkweed or something.
Yeah.
What else was the milkweed doing? Was it messing up like her cognitive ability?
I think her shorter hair made it worse. It's like, did they cut some of your brain cells out?
So, yeah, all her brain cells in her buns.
Lord, Nessa. But I think I've already mentioned most of my dislikes as we've been talking to the movie, so I don't have anything else to point out. All right, are you ready to get into the ending? And
last dislike I'll put is I didn't like that a lot of the singing there were more singing moments in this.
It felt like it, yes. Even though it was a shorter movie.
I'm not going to say my dislike is because there are more singing moments in this because it is
That's not a fair critique because it's a musical.
I did dislike it, but it's not going to go into my rating.
You're right. It's not.
It's not going to go into my rating.
I'm not going to factor the fact.
But I did dislike it.
There was more music as a dislike.
It just seemed like a lot of the songs were just them singing at the camera or single camera.
I'm looking at the song list. A lot of these are singles. So let's see. No Place Like Home was just Elphaba.
Yeah, so maybe that's why. A lot of them are singles.
And then I'm Not That Girl. Oh, she did that part again. That was single. But Glinda was singing it this time.
I know Glinda had 2 songs in the apartment. It was boring.
Yep, Girl in a Bubble.
Yes.
Because you was like, you leaned over and was like, what is she singing about?
Yeah, I don't know what the song was about.
It was like, she's singing about not being stupid no more.
She sounds very good, but what is the song about?
Ariana Grande does
Why
sing
didn't they
good.
give her that singing moment while she was riding the horse in the black cloak to go save Elphaba? Why do we have to watch them constantly do the contact in the mirror trick over and over again?
She did that like
every time I think of it,
I'm
like, somebody is a fan of Contact. The opening 5 minutes of Contact.
You think they in the mirror, but they're actually on the opposite side of the mirror.
I really love that sequence.
Speaking of, this is slightly diverting. So the scene where she was in the cloak, like she was in Lord of the Rings with the horse.
Right, with Elrond coming to bring the sword to Aragorn.
It was also in the first movie. There's a scene where somebody.
Oh yeah. There's like I think that's foreshadowing.
Okay. Yeah. Somebody mentioned, she was the person that was the cloak person in the first one. I was like, at what point in the movie was that?
People thought that was gonna be Fiyero, but it was a misdirect, and
what
it turned out to be Glinda.
Do you remember what scene?
It was one of the random scenes where they're panning over eyes.
Okay.
And there's like in the bottom of the shot, you can see the horse rider running across the bridge. Okay. But they never went back to it.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah.
It mentioned it. I was like, I don't even remember. The movie was so long, and it came out.
I think that's because if you go back and watch the first movie, the opening of the first movie is supposed to happen immediately after the ending of this one.
Exactly.
And I think that's why they put that scene there.
Okay.
They're so close. Okay.
That makes sense because I was kind of like, I don't even know what y'all talking about. Okay. So any other comments, likes, dislikes?
No other likes or dislikes.
All right. So let's get to the ending. So as we mentioned, Elphaba accepts her fate as the Wicked Witch of the West, and
because Fiyero's dead.
Because Fiyero has died. Because when she goes to the house that landed on her sister, her and Glinda get into it like an actual sword fight. That actually was a pretty good scene. I'll give them that. The police show up, and Fiyero shows up and is like, y'all need to let Elphaba go. And she puts like a gun to Glinda, and the police are like, okay, let her go. So Elphaba gets to get away, but Fiyero gets captured, and they torture him and hang him up on like a scarecrow situation. We're getting somewhere, and she thinks he's dead. So she's like, F this. Oh, should I say that? I didn't say the real word. Right. She's like, forget this. And then we go to the no good deed goes unpunished part. And then what's her name? Glinda has her moment at the kind of the same time where she's like, I'm tired of being like a fake, and I need to come out of this shell of fakeness. And this is where we get the song, The Girl in the Bubble, because she's popping the bubble metaphorically. So she goes off to get Elphaba to say, hey, they're coming to get you. We need to get you out of here. Or, you need to be saved or whatever. And Elphaba's like, nope, I'm tired of running. Like, I need to get caught or to do this. And I need you to continue the story that I'm wicked and I'm the bad person because you need to be Glinda the good. And it's like, what?
Nope. So
basically Alpha was like, I'm going to die.
Yeah.
And everybody's going to believe that I died a bad person.
Because I don't know a way to win, so I quit.
Right. And they need to believe that you are the good person. Because one thing I didn't mention is that Dorothy locked up in a cellar or something. Yeah. Because Glinda wanted her shoes back. Yeah. Well, wanted Dorothy's shoes because they used to be Nessa's shoes. And she's like, only thing I have on my sister are the shoes. And, we all know the story of the shoes. The shoes just don't come off. So somehow or another that I was like, y'all didn't really explain this. Elphaba and Glinda have their goodbye song. So this is where For Good comes from. And they have like, they crying, they shaking and crying and throwing up because they're not ever going to see each other again. This is it. And somehow, some way, Dorothy escapes the locked chamber that she's in.
I think she lets her out.
Okay.
Or Oz, the Wizard of Oz takes place while Glinda's in the closet.
Yes, all of Wizard of Oz is taking place.
The rest of it.
We have reached the end where Dorothy throws the water onto the Wicked Witch of the West.
The crows have shed their feathers and are revealed to be black people.
And she melts.
Right.
Right. And then Glinda's behind a door watching all of it like, oh my God, my friend is dead.
Right.
Right. So the rest of the movie plays out where Glinda goes back to the Wizard of Oz and says, I know you're a fake. The person, Wicked Witch is dead now. He's like, oh, great. He's like, well, here's the last thing she ever left. And it's the green bottle from the very first movie. And she's like, this was her mom's. And he's like, wait a minute, this was her mom's? Come to find out, the wizard was Elphaba's dad, which was not totally, I was like, oh, okay. I wasn't like totally shell-shocked by it.
I wasn't. Well,
but I guess it was maybe... We could have put two and two together if we thought about it hard enough.
It meant nothing.
It didn't. I wasn't thinking jack crap about who Elphaba's dad was.
At that point, Elphaba quit, and they never really got that many moments together for it to lead up to anything. And he still got away scot-free. So
pretty much.
Adding that meant nothing.
So just like the Wizard of Oz, the fake wizard, gets to go away. He goes off in a balloon.
I guess the whole point of that is to explain how, because Glinda's like, oh, that's how she was so powerful because she's a child of both worlds. I didn't need an explanation for that.
But he's not a real wizard.
Well, they're saying she's powerful because she's born of people from 2 different worlds. So that gave her power, but not him. So I don't know how that works. That's what Glinda said.
You're right. She did say that. And when she said it, I was like,
I didn't need an explanation for that. I don't think that making Jeff go. I'm not sure if that was an addition for the movie, if that's always the lore.
I didn't look at it.
Maybe they gave that more justice in the book or the play.
Maybe.
But they didn't give it any justice in it.
To be honest, I didn't care.
No consequence.
I was just like,
it would have had more punch if she wasn't a quitter.
Or if she actually killed him.
Or if she killed him.
Then if she killed him and then found out, that would have had a little more.
But it's supposed to be a punch because he thinks he killed her. Who cares? You get off scot-free.
Because he's like, oh, what have I done? And there's like a wide angle shot, but it don't matter because he goes off in his balloon. He's done. Yeah. Madame Robo gets taken by the monkeys because they have flipped sides through the course of this movie because they find out that Alphabet is the reason why they got their wings, but also why they can talk. Mm-hmm. And she's also pro animals. So they're like, cool, we'll work with you. So then we get to the very, very, very end, and this is where the Scarecrow shows up to let Alphabet out of the trap door. So she didn't actually melt. She was sitting in the trap door chilling, waiting for somebody to come get her. Now, I had to look this up because I was like, why was she surprised when she opened up, when the hatchet was open, and she saw the Scarecrow, who was Furio. Mm-hmm. And you can tell it's Furio because it's just Jonathan Bailey with like straw patching on. I read that the scene that they didn't put in the movie was when the monkey shows up with a piece of Furio's outfit, right? And Alphabet looks at Glinda like, we'll never see him again. Mm-hmm. There was a note on it where he basically says, I'm alive. And somehow...
so that's why she didn't know who he was in the movie?
That's why she knew he was coming. And I guess...
Did she?
That's what it said.
In the play?
No, in the movie. They cut the scene out. They cut the scene out where...
But why does she not recognize him?
Well, it's explained that she's kind of like, oh, it's actually you? I don't know. I mean,
who did she think it was?
I don't know, man. I'm just telling you what the article said. I'm telling you what John Chu said about the article.
That's not good.
Anywho, you're right. Because if you watch the movie, Jonathan Bailey opens up the hatchet and Alphabet's like, Furio, is that you? And it's like, well, you had to know because he wrote you a note that said, I'm coming to get you.
That sucks. I didn't know that because I didn't know any. The only thing I knew about the ending is just how it ended. Chu
notes.
And I leaned over to you and was like, maybe once, because the Scarecrow wants a brain, maybe when she gives him his brain, he'll get his memories back and then he'll remember, oh, I'm Fiero.
But how would the Scarecrow have known that Alphabet faked her death? There had to be a note exchange, right? There had to be some sort of exchange.
It's just this movie opens up a lot of weirdness about how did Fiero go on the whole journey with Wendy and
Dorothy.
Not with Dorothy. Sorry. How did he go on the whole journey with Dorothy and not mention it? Or just play it off the entire time?
Because Dorothy's crew is made up of the Tin Man, who is Bach, Furio, who's a Scarecrow, and Coma Domingo, who's a Cowardly Lion.
Because Dorothy's journey wasn't about going to the Wicked Witch. Dorothy's journey was about going to Oz. So why would Fiero, if he wanted to reconnect with Elphaba, link up with Dorothy?
Well, because I guess when they eventually, I don't know.
They didn't know they were going to end up having to go after the witch until they
got to Oz, right.
Yeah. So why would he continue on the journey to Oz where they're singing about killing Elphaba, knowing that he's
notice
Fiero?
They don't show him. When they do the whole kill the Wicked Witch scene, they only look at but they don't show like what his facial reaction is.
No, they only show him from the back meeting the wizard with the rest of them. But it's like, well, why would you come here? You hate this place.
It was weird. The whole Scarecrow plot line was strange.
Yeah.
And I didn't quite get it. So this is an Entertainment Weekly article. And they said, was Alphabet expecting Furio to show up at the end? John Chu says, I won't say too much other than, it's important to know that I think there's a correspondence to know there's something up there. Otherwise, why would she go down there? I just assumed Chessery, who's the monkey, told her in secret or something. Yeah, the piece of clothing had a note on it. We didn't want to do a close-up on that. Oh, so they didn't cut it. They just didn't do a close-up. We didn't want to do a close-up on that because it would have been too much too soon. We need, as an audience, to believe in the story that's being told.
It makes sense that he would go up there to look for her because it's his castle and he was the one who told her about the trapdoors and the secret tunnels.
Whose castle is it?
That's his castle. Remember he was saying, I have a bunch of abandoned castles. We can go to one that has a bunch of trapdoors and secret tunnels to keep you safe.
Let me keep going for 1 second.
Okay.
It sounds like Elphaba is unsure if it's Furio when he opens the trapdoor. Is that the case? This is John Chu saying, I think she does know that he's alive, of course, and that he's become this thing, but I don't think she's seen who he is for sure until she looks at him in there.
So she lied to Galinda and told Galinda that he was dead too.
Yeah, there's a note. Obviously, the note told him. It's a different idea of knowing that he's turned into a thing.
Oh, that's why she said we've seen his face for the last time because his face is gone.
And I think maybe there's a little bit of guilt. Did I do the right thing? And then he's reassuring her, you saved my life.
None of her spills were good. She saved people's lives, but they were all bad.
Don't turn me to no 10 man. Just let me die.
Every single one of her spells were bad.
It says, and then she repeats his word to him about beauty, blah, and they took their time with that moment, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
So yeah, the confusion is because she knew he was alive, but she was shell shocked that he was looking like a scarecrow. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not really explained. Anywho, the very, very, very end of the movie is, so Furio and Elphaba go off to the wasteland. Yeah, basically something look like straight up out of Mad Max Fury Road. They leave Oz to go live their lives or whatever away from, because now everybody thinks they're dead, right? So they can't stick around. Although they technically probably could and hide.
They're not going to go be with the animals because the animals came back.
And the animals came back home. Now, mind you, Elphaba was the one to tell the animals, don't leave home. Like, this is y'all home. This is great. But she and Furio, peace out.
Yeah.
Right. And in that moment, we see Glinda doing good things now because Elphaba gave her the Grimoire and said, look, you can't just be good in words. You got to be good in deeds. So she's out changing lives or whatever and whatnot, being a good witch. And at the final song of the movie, they're both singing like in unison. And then the Grimoire opens as they are singing while it is with Glinda. Now, I took that to assume that was Elphaba's signal that she was still alive, but then it also contradicts her earlier saying that Glinda can't know that they were alive. So I don't know if the Grimoire was open because now Glinda has powers?
Yes, I think that's what it is.
Okay, so she don't really know that they alive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Glinda just now has powers.
Okay.
Fine. I mean, because she has to.
Because she's a witch.
Yeah.
Right. So it ends with Glinda becoming...
Or it opened itself to her, which it did in the first one.
Okay.
The Grimoire opened itself to Elphaba, so this one it opened itself to Glinda.
Okay. And they both see a unison of like a rainbow.
Yeah.
So...
Because somewhere over the rainbow.
Oh... I did.
That's why I asked you.
Literally never popped in my...
When she took the book up to the top of the tower, I was like, is she about to cast a rainbow?
Why did my mind... I didn't even think of it. Didn't even think of somewhere over the rainbow.
Because she casted the rainbow as a little girl, so I was like, it's going to come back.
Right. Well, she faked
it.
Right.
Yeah, so it's like, this is going to be her moment. She's going to cast a rainbow.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're right.
And they didn't do that.
So at the very end, the Wicked Witch of the West goes off to be remembered as the Wicked Witch of the West and goes to the Undying Lands with her man.
Yeah, to join Elrond and the rest of the elves.
Exactly. And Glinda becomes the official good witch.
Yeah.
The witch
of Oz.
Of Oz, because she kicks the actual wizard, she kicks the wizard out.
Yeah.
And Madame Morrible goes to jail or something, I guess. And that's it.
Yeah.
Everybody does not end happily ever after.
No.
Everybody loses everything.
Yeah, basically everybody loses everything.
And they gotta go on acting like it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. They gotta go on acting like it's okay. Like real life. Right. Basically like real life. All right. Did you have in the midst of these hijinks and shenanigans, did you have a favorite line or scene?
I didn't have a favorite.
Okay.
But I did like the best musical set piece was the Isn't He Wonderful? And then
Wonderful with the wizard and Glinda Elphaba. Okay. Mm-hmm. I don't have a favorite scene either. I like the Couldn't Be Happier song when it was just Glinda. That song changed tunes
that was good.
Like 12 times.
In the Munchkin Land?
Yes, but the part where Glinda was singing just by herself at the end, where she's coming to the realization that like my life sucks, that was a good scene.
All the Munchkin Land sequences are too long. I remember that first one in the first movie when they kept saying it, and when they went back to it at the end of this movie, I was like, please fast track this. Please don't redo this whole sequence.
Right. So the beginning of the first movie is actually the end of this movie.
Munchkins would not shut up.
Right. Where they ask her, oh, did you actually know the Wicked Witch? And she's like, yeah, I did. And in the first movie, it tells us the whole story. And this movie, it keeps going forward where she says, yes, I know her, whatever. But before this, there's a scene in Couldn't Be Happier that Glenda sings. And it's good.
Yeah.
It's got like 12 different changes in it. But that one part I particularly did like. Yeah. All right. Any random notes that you had?
I had a couple. I thought Fiyero was a prince, so it was weird when he was just working for the police.
Working for the man.
Because I'm like, aren't you a prince?
Just
and then he mentions he has multiple castles. I'm like, can't you do something at your kingdom?
Just go home.
Yeah.
Why didn't they not go back to, maybe that's going to be my canon head story. They went back to Fireo's home.
Yeah.
Unless he was from Oz and just a different part of Oz.
He's just from a different part of Oz because he was a prince.
Oh, then they left Oz completely.
Yeah.
Never mind.
They just because I guess he's dead, so.
Sure. He looks like a scarecrow.
Go back home.
Elphaba could get a haircut.
Weird.
I'm just playing.
The B-roll of them hanging out in the pasture should have been part of the movie. I didn't realize they were all that close.
We didn't, right. So we get B-roll of them while they were at school hanging out like they BFFs.
When Glenda mourns Nessa, I'm like, you knew Nessa like that?
Right. They don't mourn Nessa for very long in the movie, though. They literally kind of just skip right over there. I was kind of like, ooh.
I didn't realize they were that close.
Yeah.
There's an axe-wielding 10-man movie incoming. Somebody's going to do it. Glenda was having her Wanda moment after the wedding crash. And she told them to kill her sister. Well, she didn't tell them to kill her sister. She just said use her sister. But that's where it went. So.
And she did die. So.
Marble went to the Wanda School of Hand-Waving Magic.
Yeah, a lot of that. She was also Storm. Marble was Storm.
Yeah, she was basically Storm.
She was basically an X-Man. Yep.
How did Glenda get the shoes off of Nessa if she had no magic?
How did Glenda get the shoes? Well, when they were on Nessa, then weren't they just regular shoes? Did they become magical once they stuck them on Dorothy?
No, that's not how that worked. I think they were. I think they were enchanted from when Elphaba performed that spell on Nessa in the office because the shoes were on fire.
Oh, you're right. She said, "Okay." Mm-hmm. You're right. I don't know.
So how did and then in the Wizard of Oz, Glenda teleports the shoe because he can't physically remove them. She has to teleport them off of Nessa's feet onto Dorothy's feet.
You're right. Can't get them off. How did she get the shoes on Dorothy?
She didn't have any magic.
And Marible's not even there at that point.
Marble wasn't there.
Marble.
Yeah.
I don't know. Plot hole.
That's weird.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
I want the movie answer for how that happened.
You're right, because Ness, and they don't even do the scene, in the original Wizard of Oz, like her feet are sticking out and her, the house is on her. They don't do that part. Nessa just gone.
Yeah.
So how did she go in the house and get the shoes and come out?
No.
Weird.
It's not lying. It's looking at things another way. It goes up there with my mother died while researching spiders in the Amazon.
I didn't like that line.
That was a terrible line.
So Firio tells Elphaba. Elphaba was like, Firio tells Elphaba like, you're beautiful. And she was like, you don't have to lie. He was like, it's not a lie. It's a different way of, what is it?
It's looking at things in a different way.
Looking at things in a different way. It's like, so you're telling me I'm not beautiful.
So I'm ugly.
You telling me I'm ugly?
Yeah.
And then it flips when he turns to the scarecrow and she says, oh, you're beautiful. And he's like, you're lying. She says the same thing back to him. I'm like, so y'all just telling each other you're ugly?
Yeah.
Just say you're ugly.
That's fine.
Just say I don't care.
Yeah.
You ugly, but I love you anyway.
That's your way of calling each other ugly.
Weird.
It's weird.
It's not. They thought that was going to hit like the Wanda and Vision scene.
Oh,
oh God, what is the line?
Grief is love prevailing.
Yeah, grief is love persevering or something like that.
Grief if not love persevering.
Boom.
Yeah.
No. I'm not ever saying that to anybody. It'll be like, did you just call me ugly?
I didn't like that.
Like I did. Sorry.
And For Good, the For Good song at the end was giving me Two Most Wanted.
I'll be your shotgun rider.
I'll be your shotgun rider.
That's what I was thinking.
Especially when they started singing together and harmonizing, we're like, this is Two Most Wanted.
It was. I mean, that's how the song was.
That's basically what they were singing about.
Yeah, like you my best friend, I'm your best friend. Yeah. Like, we changed each other for the better.
Yeah.
It's definitely giving shotgun riders.
Yeah.
For sure.
It was.
Those two people had a happier ending, though.
Yeah.
They're still alive, living their lives. All right. Do you have anything else?
No.
My only random note that I haven't said yet, ain't nothing beating the Wiz.
No. I rewatched the Emerald City sequence in the Riz. It was good.
He's on down the road.
Yeah, the Emerald City sequence in the Riz where they change the colors and all the models come out. It's
you got to be seen. I mean, No, nope. It's
good.
not.
It's still so good.
Not
the costuming
winning.
It didn't beat the costuming in the Emerald City sequence.
No,
of the Wiz.
it's just the whole all the songs. I mean, it's different, right? You know, the Wiz is black.
But John
right?
Chu is a fan of the Wiz, and
Okay.
they say a lot of the Wicked movies draw inspiration from the
Wicked
Wiz
is very colorful, bright. Like they definitely put I can't remember his name. I apologize. The costume designer won an Oscar.
Taswell.
For the last Wicked, totally deserved because they look beautiful gowns, like literally beautiful gowns. That's the costume in this is definitely a highlight of the movie.
Yeah,
for sure.
Absolutely.
All right, so that is it. Let's get to our rating. So I looked up our last episode because I was curious. We gave the first part 4.5.
Yep.
So what would you give this one?
3.
Oh,
I would give this one a solid 3.
Solid 3.
I don't think it did the characters any justice.
Okay.
I definitely don't think the ending was good. I think the ending sends a poor message to the audience.
Oh yeah, you're not wrong.
I think the ending sends a terrible message
You're not
to
wrong.
the audience.
Dang, what am I? It's 3.5. Or no, you said 3.
But I think it was well acted. The singers are doing the songs.
Yeah, they're
singing them.
They are.
The movie looked very good.
It did.
The special effects and the practical effects and the costuming looked very good.
Yeah.
But I just was not a fan of the story in this one. The story in this one and the characters in this one were all negatives. So
I'm gonna give it a 3.5.
okay.
And I'm saying 3.5 because it seems like they stuck to the musical pretty faithfully. And if that is how the musical went, then maybe I just don't like this part 2 of the musical.
I'm one of the people who don't like part 2, and I'm amongst a lot of other people.
Right. So I agree with Jay on all his points, and I'm only giving it an extra half because it does seem like they stuck the landing in terms of what the musical was.
They completed the intention.
They did. I don't know if I like it. I didn't like it as much as the first one, unfortunately.
I hate the fact that she quit. I hate the fact that she just quits and leaves and doesn't get her revenge or retribution.
She sounds good giving up.
Marble killed her sister. Who cares about these red ruby slippers? The chick who killed her is literally across town chilling in her tower, and you're making no moves to try to get back at her. We could have had a witch off.
Right. When the monkeys, I guess, took her to jail, I was like, no, y'all need to drop her out of the sky.
Yeah.
Because she's murdered.
Why is Galinda the one who has to serve Morbo her justice? Nessa is dead.
Right. Her
Galinda
literal sister.
Morbo is the one who... Oz is just a pawn. It's really Morbo who's doing the work,
because
orchestrating.
because she actually has the magic.
Typing. Her office is full of all the flyers. She's typing up all the crap. Morbo never got her comeuppance.
No, she didn't.
Jail's not enough. So,
no, because it's probably cushy because it's Oz.
Yeah.
They don't know what bad food tastes like.
We could have had a witch off. And I don't mean between Galinda and Elphaba.
Oh, yeah. You mean between Morrible and Elphaba.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, that would have been a good one.
Yeah, that would have been great. It deserved. And
that would have been a favorite line, okay?
Well built. And when Nessa dies and Galinda and Elphaba show up to go mourn her at the house, Elphaba knows that Morrible did it.
Oh, yeah, because Glinda's like, oh, it's just an accident. Elphaba's like, girl, please.
Like, she did it, and she's weaker than you because she can't read the Grimoire, and they waited their entire life for you to show up. So why aren't you stopping down at Morrible's and beating down her door?
Yeah, I don't mind movies where our two main characters, like, never see each other again. But I don't like it when one has to sacrifice their livelihood for the other.
Yeah.
And it's basically kind of like, well, I have to be, it's not like, it's like, it doesn't hit like the end of Batman, where Batman sacrificed himself and Michael Caine thought he was dead, or Alfred thought he was dead, but then they see each other and they have a mutual like, oh, he actually made it, he's good, like now I can live my life in peace. I guess I don't like the fact that Glinda didn't know that I don't like the fact that Elphaba had to fake die as a bad person. And I don't like the fact that Glinda didn't know they was alive, because it was kind of like, she doesn't need to know you're alive to still be good. Like, the point is she need to be good. Like, I don't.
The issue with me is that for Dark Knight, it takes place in Gotham, which is fake, but it's supposed to be set in the real world. So it makes sense in the real world that Bruce has to sacrifice himself. Because people in the real world, it would take too much work to convince people in the real world that Batman isn't bad.
Yeah.
Oz should not be the same. Oz should be different.
Right.
And the people of Oz should not be the same.
Because it's a fantasy place.
It's a fantasy place.
Okay.
The animals talk.
Right.
So propaganda shouldn't work the exact same way. I get it for the messaging and stuff. But this is a fantasy world.
Yeah.
The ending should be better. And the characters in this fantasy world should get justice that you would not see in the typical world.
Right. And Elphaba could have had a happy ending.
Elphaba could have got revenge on the Wiz and Morrible without, and the people of Oz still could have been convinced she was evil. She could have been convinced that this evil witch came and killed the wizard.
Right.
And now and Dorothy killed her. The world would have still believed that she was bad. She still would have got her revenge. And if she wanted to run off into the desert with her scarecrow boyfriend, she still could have. But
I don't like the fact that they had that the wicked. I know why, because we had the tie to the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
But I don't like the fact that they had to keep Elphaba wicked. Like, for what? Like, why did the people need to believe she was bad?
The people didn't need to believe that she was bad, but if they were gonna go that way, she still could have accomplished her goal
and other things,
and people still would have believed she was bad.
Right.
But it just sucks that all this build up,
she didn't do it.
It's even the fact that he's her dad, and it all comes.
She never knows. Either.
It all comes to nothing.
Right, and she doesn't find out that that's her dad. That moment only happens between the wizard and Glinda.
They don't even gotta affect the Wizard of Oz, but the fact that it changes nothing about her story is weird. Yeah,
you're right. Yeah. You're right. So Jay's giving this a 3. I'm giving this a 3.5. But we told y'all at the beginning we did not enjoy this as much as part 1. That's probably not a surprise. But if you watched it, if you've seen the musical, if you read the book, I'm curious of what other people's thoughts. Overwhelmingly, it seems like the fans did enjoy this.
Yeah, and it sucks because I liked the first one. I do not enjoy musicals at all.
And we probably wouldn't have seen this had we not done a podcast.
Like, I don't like any aspect of musicals.
Right.
But the first one I was surprised. I was like, okay, this isn't bad.
You're right. First one, I think we were pleasantly surprised.
The first one is a musical movie I enjoy. Out of a set of films, I don't.
Exactly.
And then the sequel, I'm like, I'm right back to
and
where
this
I was.
Why.
This is why I don't give musicals a chance.
He's like, and this is why I don't.
I won't be doing it again.
Until April.
That's not a musical. That's a biopic. That's a different type of movie I don't like.
Fine. Right. But it has music in it. So yeah, I'm curious of what your guys' thoughts is. If you've seen this, if you agree with us, if you disagree with us, I am curious to hear it. But yeah, that wraps up our review for Wicked for Good. What are we watching next week? Hopefully we are seeing Wake Up Dead Man.
Oh, okay, sure.
The ticket times ain't came out yet. And we'll actually be in Dayton. So
yeah,
we'll have to figure that out. But yeah, so
excited for that. Everybody's saying it's the best one. And I like all of those movies.
Yes, Knives Out 3.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it's not predictable, but everybody says it's good.
Some
people watch these like, I knew who it was the first 15 minutes. Like, you liar. I don't believe people when they say that most of the time. Like,
no, and
you just want to sound smart.
And it's not, those mysteries aren't always as simple. A lot of the people are bad. Only one person may have committed the murder.
Yeah.
But a lot of them are bad in a lot of different ways. So even if you don't figure out who may have committed the ultimate sin, there's a lot of other mysteries in there.
A lot of the sin going on. So we will be watching that. We are excited for that. And that's it for our episode. All right. Thank you for listening. If you like our show, please give it a share. You can leave us a review at Apple Podcasts or on our website, vaguelynerdypodcast.com, where you can also leave us a voice message where we will play on the show. You can follow us on Threads and IG at Vaguely Nerdy Podcast. We are also on Blue Sky and the Bird app at Vaguely Nerdy Pod. And if you want to shoot us an email, you can reach us at vaguelynerdypodcast@gmail.com. Last but not least, if you are listening to us on a podcast app, we are also on YouTube with the animated show where we are Vaguely Nerdy Podcast.
Until next time.
Bye. I'll be your sugar.